What's up, everybody? Mythic Legions time. Let's check them out. Oh yeah, today we are checking out the Valiant Knight. This figure has advanced articulation, and I'm really excited to get that in hand and see what it looks like. Quick look at the bio. Many of the bravest and most loyal warriors in the legions of light are those who have taken the oath to become a knight of the realm. A knight of the realm. It's really, really far. I'm gonna get glasses in 2024. And hell yeah, shout out to vision and eyesight. Let's open them up. Wait. Let's look at the other side. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen that faction symbol before. I don't even know if it is a faction symbol. Once there was an age so far distant that only its stories remain. Another beautiful piece of artwork. There is a video game for this line. I don't know if the video game is out yet or if it's still like in development, but the world is developed and a lot of these locations are in the world. I don't know if this specific location is, so that's super dope. All right, let's get the Valiant Knight out and let's check him out. Immediate impressions. This thing is sick. This thing is sick. I was messing around with it in between scenes there, and the articulation on this thing, I knew it would be advanced. I've seen some videos on it, despite the fact that I usually don't watch videos until I get my own. But I wanted to see what the advances were, and they looked great on video, but in hand, I'm really blown away by the way this figure is advanced in almost all of the points of articulation. The knees, the waist, the shoulders, the elbows, the neck. As far as being kind of like just a standalone armored knight and the overall design of the armor and the choices that they made, I like it. He definitely looks like not a typical knight. He looks more of like a light armored knight. I mean, he's fully armored, but like a light armor, and like if he's fast or a rogue or something like that, you know, or an assassin or something. He looks really, really cool. I'm digging it. Riveted armor pieces here on the back. Actually, rivets pretty much on much of the loose armor pieces. Really cool. These are new bracers to me. I've seen a similar design on the shin armor, but this is new to me here. And I think these armor pieces up here by the thighs are also new to me. The skirt piece is also new to me in terms of the first time I have these elements in my collection. This is a dope figure. He comes with, I think this is called a flail. It's either a flail or a morning star, or I have it completely wrong. And it is really nice flowing metal chain. I like the length on it. Something else that's new to me, and I don't think I've ever seen this in the line before, at least not off memory. He has closed fists. Usually the figures have a semi-closed fist with a gripping pose, but this is a completely closed fist, and he has two of them. So that's dope. You can give him a totally bossed out hero look. I read the rest of the bio because I'm really intrigued by this symbol here. It looks really cool. So it's like the moon and the sun. And are they, you know, one face, or are they kissing? Then you got like the 4 points. So I'm wondering if that is the castle of four sides. No, but I think that castle's square. So not sure what's going on here, if that's a compass. But it doesn't say exactly what this is about. Just says that all of the four sides of the castle, or the four great armies or something like that, that they all have their own section of knights. So I don't know if that's a new story element or story development, or if it's always been there. And if it's always been there, then I don't know what are the four different knights. At least not yet. But I'm really digging this dude. He looks super cool. He comes with an alternate portrait. And I like this one. It's very chill. I like the gold trim. The rivets all over the place. Very cool. But I prefer this helmet here. This thing is boss. You got plate armor here in the back. You got rivets again. Gold accents. This visor piece doesn't move at all. Something else that's new with this figure. We're going to check out articulation now. We'll do some comparisons about articulation. So we've got the typical up-down first. Let's see what that's like. Typical up-down. Turn it this way. We can go, whoops. Well, you see that the peg goes down as I popped it right off. Let's get the head back on. There you go. And you see that the character is just staring way down. Let's go back. Take it back off and you see the peg is up. Let's go back with it. And now you see he's staring way up, and the design of the helmet is generous enough without looking weird that it goes over these armor pieces. And I could take those off. Let me take them off. I took off the pauldrons just to give us a little more range here. And I'll attach the portrait, and wow, he can look all the way up. Wow, this really, really advances the articulation of Mythic Legion's figures to a whole other level. I mean, so that face range, neck range is comparable to what you'll get on a Marvel Legends figure. You know, that's really, really impressive. Or a G.I. Joe figure. That is really, really impressive on a knight, mind you. Beautiful design on the helmet there. Kind of gives me a little bit of a Star Wars kind of vibe. Uh-oh, customs coming soon if they haven't done them already. Beautiful fig. Where else do we have more advanced articulation? We have it here. See that little gap there in the shoulders? We're going to be able to collapse now and get our arms closer in. Check that out. Check that out. Let me bring out a handy figure. So I've got my Nemean Lion Pop and Swap custom, and I'll bring his arms forward. And you're going to get about that much of a hug out of him. And then you see just a really much tighter grip on the Valiant Knight. Very cool. Quick look at the difference. Whoa, sorry. Whoa. Everything fell the fuck down. What the fuck? Take a look at Hercules here. See how he doesn't really get a lot of range down with the head or up because of the lion's mane. The Valiant Knight with that additional neck peg on a hinge is going to give you all kinds of up and down. Nice tighter hug there, like I mentioned. Swivel at the waist, same. But look at that crunch. That is crazy. That is a crazy improved crunch. And I don't mean crazy meaning bad. I mean crazy meaning good. As I completely switch Run DMC's lyrics. And a crunch here with Hercules. Wow. So the crunch is almost double the typical Mythic Legions figure. That's impressive. Looking at the elbows. You got some cuts in here that are going to give you some additional range. I'm excited to see what these new joint elements look like on bare-skinned figures. You know, because I'm all about barbarians. My DNA extends back 100,000 years. I'm part of a really old family line. I have genetic memory of walking around like this. As we look at the arm, which is really beautifully sculpted, you see that you're not going to get quite 90 there. You're not, because of all those big muscles. But now with the new slight cuts in the elbow, with the sculpting, you're going to get more than 90. So if I had two open palm weapon holding hands, I could easily hold the weapon like that, no problem. So I could have a couple of these lined up in front of a dial piece holding swords, up or down. This is just, and we haven't even made it to the legs yet. Coming down here, you've got some changes in sculpting here that are going to give for an advanced range. Look at that. Way back. Way, way back. Look at that. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. And then Hercules is like, dude, I'm not flexible like that, but I ever tell you about the time I cleaned out these stables? And so you'll get them close. You'll get them close. But just look at how compact that figure is there. And I really didn't activate the waist at all. Man, really, really nice. Check that out. If he was praying, boom. Check that out. Wow, beautiful stuff. Thank you, Hercules. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Of course, you've got your split, your forward back. You've got your thigh swivel. Your knee will swivel, and it is sculpted so that there isn't advanced stress on the knee joint as you use the swivel. And as we all know as collectors, it's that constant stress that you apply on the joints that eventually leads to wobble, 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 wobble. Is this a melee weapon? Damn, I'm not the smartest. You know, I might not have been a smart barbarian 100,000 years ago. But I was there and I'm here. I don't know if it's, you know, it's not a melee weapon in the sense that a sword is, even if it is a melee weapon. But we'll give the Conan shot. Conan pulls a shot. I mean, you've got all kind of range here, man. This is sick. This is sick. Oh, man, I got two of them. I was able to pick up two of them. And I'm excited to customize the next one. I'm not sure how this arm will fit on a typical barbarian body. I don't know if it'll have the same range because you see that the chest here is sculpted differently. But the legs, I can likely just pop these off and add them to any figure that I want. Man, this is so dope, bro. So dope, bro. Man, this is a home run. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. I'm one of these people that I want like the best version on everything. And right now I feel like this is like one of the, I mean, maybe the best Mythic Legion's body. You know? Oh, wow, man. I'm loving this thing, bro. So, oh, and this piece is soft and it moves. Oh, come on. This thing is tough. Hell yeah. Let's jump into today's themed comparison. And for that, I'm going to bring out some pop and swap knights that I have. This is my Dr. Doom custom, and I named him Malum Madcry. This is an extra Mezco Dr. Doom cape, and I kind of have it hanging out on him. I also have my Puerto Rico tribute pop and swap custom, and I did a little paint on him. His name is Puerto Rock. Hell yes. And last but not least, I'll put Doom up here. Puerto Rock up here. And I have my Cal Helios pop and swap custom. And we already know who that's supposed to be. Hell yeah, man. This Valiant Knight is dope. Yo, I'm so glad I was able to get him at the in-stock sale. Hell yes. And I got two of them. I was able to get a Relic Templar and Vorgus Vormilius #2. Hell yes. As always, everybody, thank you so much for coming out and sharing in the experience of collecting toys as an adult. And I hope you're able to keep coming back and share some experiences too. Until next time, everybody. Thank goodness. It's playtime.